Welcome. I'm Joe Dager of Business 901 and host of Connecting Your Passion. Today's guest, John Pierce from Big Brothers Big Sisters.
And so there's just so many different ways for adult volunteers to get involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters. And I will testify that it does as much for the volunteer as it does for the student, for the young person. You know, I'm a businessman, and you do a lot of different things, and sometimes you wonder, am I really making a difference? And I know after 45 minutes with my lunch buddy every week, I know I've made a difference in this world that counts for something. And that's very reassuring, and it feeds me the rest of the week.
That does. That's very, very special. I mean, if you can get that. Okay. Well, the Lunch Buddies seem like a great introduction.
It is.
To the program, okay, for someone to test the waters to see if they like it. I mean, is that what most of the people do, or how they're introduced to Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Well, I think a lot of them are, and about 15% of Lunch Buddies go on to become a Big Brother, a community-based Big Brother. And the nice thing about it is that most people, even if they're working during the day, have lunch. And this is 45 minutes, you're eating lunch anyway, so it's really not cutting into your day that much. And you know, why not spend your lunchtime making a difference in the life of a child? You can do both. And I'll tell you this, there's still an 11-year-old boy inside of me that loves those times too. So it keeps you young, I think.
Tell me a little bit about the matching process.
Okay. It's an interview process. There's a police background check, but there's also a fairly intensive hour and 15-minute interview with the adult. And they ask you all different kinds of questions about what was it like when you grew up, what sort of things if you had this child over to your house, what can you see yourselves doing together. It's in part to make sure it's a safe relationship, but also in part to make sure that it's a good match. And most of the matches succeed and last for a long period of time. My wife is also, I've recruited a lot of people. My wife was one of the first ones. And it's interesting because my lunch buddies kind of warmed up to me very quickly. My wife, who was a very warm person herself, had an experience where the girl she was matched up with just did not seem to reveal much about herself or engage very much. And, you know, for a while my wife was very frustrated. And it got to the end of the year and she told me, you know what, I don't know that I've really made a difference in this girl's life. And then she got a note, and that note expressed what a huge difference that my wife had made in this child's life. And I think what happens sometimes that some children have been hurt, and they close up, and they don't want to risk their feelings and emotions to get attached to somebody unless they're sure it's going to be safe and that that person's going to respond. Like I said, showing up every week is really what tells that child you are valuable, because I'm here every week for you. And that's one of the other things I like best about the Lunch Buddy program is it's flexible. It doesn't have to be the same lunch period every week. I try to meet on Wednesdays, but I can change it anytime I want according to my busy schedule just by a phone call, and we can meet on another day. The nice thing, too, is you get summers off. You get all the regular school vacation times off and holidays off. So, you know, it's not that huge a commitment, but it is important to be committed to it because it's important to the child to know that you're going to be there for them.
That's pretty special. It really is. And if you are a nonprofit and would like to participate in this show, please contact me at info@business901.com. Thank you.